good afternoon. It is Monday, almost noon o'clock, I think.
Yep.
Something to that effect. And we've waited all weekend to find out if Gulfstream, they make, I don't even know where to start with them. They make so many RVs.
They make a lot of things.
A lot of travel trailers. They have stick and tin, a lot of stick and tin. That seems to be their bread and butter, if I'm not mistaken, based on volume. But they also have fiberglass units. Well, anyways, these guys do not have factory tours, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I think that they used to, and I feel like they went away during COVID. I think they do a lot of, like, they have a bunch of video tours on their website now. Yeah. So I guess you can go watch a video tour if you want. Yeah. We were kind of interested to see how the little vintage looking ones were made. Yeah, the vintage cruiser, I think is what they call it. And those are super cute. I mean, I'm curious about the quality, right? Because cute is one thing, quality is another, because how cute can it be if if it starts rotting? But weirdly, nowhere in their lot do they have them other than like two that look like they're staged, and I'm not sure what that's all about. But it also looks like they're in the destination trailer game. You know, they're not the only ones out here though. They also do like the BT Cruiser. We've seen those a little bit, yeah. And they have some like way bigger ones too, like big rigs too. Yeah, the destination trailer, yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. I wish that we could see more about them, but it's a pretty, I mean, I don't want to say a modest, they have a lot of land here, but it does seem like a rather modest deal. But actually, while we were walking around yesterday, soaking in the sun, getting our steps in. It's so nice. Like, the temperature really flipped. It's like 70 degrees today. Yeah, even with the wind, it is super, super nice. We ran across Newmar here in Napanee, Indiana. So Newmar is here, and some very friendly owners as we walked through, just trying to see. And if you wonder about a factory tour for them, they don't do factory tours around here. It's October to April, they cut them off. April, they continue. Yep, so we're out of season for factory tours in Newmar this time. But maybe next time we come through. Yeah, it is giving me a lot of gratitude for the factories that we have been able to go to. And it also, like, I gotta say, it's given me some appreciation for how these units are built, because it is one thing to sit there and look at a finished unit and go, wow, what a piece of crap, right? Or why did they do this or that? But it's another thing to be able to ask questions. And see it. To actually see the people doing the work, especially with some of these, like Forest River, we saw the folks working on them, and get an appreciation for, like, okay, it might be, you know, this or that, but like, they have a lot of options. Like, they do have a lot of, and it's also one thing to go, Grand Design sucks because of this. But it turns out, when you get to ask those questions, you see not all models are like that, right? So it does depend on the model. They're trying to hit a price point, and, you know, there's those kind of things, and it's cool to see the explanation there. But we want to dump our tanks here. However, their dump station does not have, there's no water running, but it is running at the RV Manufacturer Housing Hall of Fame, so we're gonna head back there, I think. We have a couple stops to make. I wanna check in, because our service appointment's not for another couple days. It's Monday, it's gonna be Thursday, I think it is. Truck, yeah. So, yeah, it would be nice to go in there and just be like, hey, any chance, one, can you get us in sooner? Two, can we actually drive with the people? That's important, being able to drive with a tech. And three, are you guys gonna have a loaner for us? That's kind of important, because it doesn't sound like it's guaranteed. And if you don't have a loaner for us, do you have a spot we can drop our trailer? That's important, so let's hit the road. Quick update, because we are not back to the Hall of Fame, but I love Indiana. Have I shared with you guys why? I don't think so. I think you've said bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. But have we encountered anybody that sucked? No. No, everybody is so awesome here, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, and it could be that, like, we're not super weird for living and loving RVs, because this is the home of RV. I mean, I say Indiana, but maybe I just mean the Elkhart area, and it's like, it includes Goshen, it includes Shipshewana especially. They're freaking awesome, and even Napanee. Yeah, people are just so nice. We stopped by the Ram dealership, and I'm glad we did, because we needed to make sure that, like, somebody can actually drive with us. No problem there. Dude's gonna come out, the service advisor, and he goes, if I see it, I can likely figure out how to replicate it, but at least we know there's an issue. And he goes, chances are, I'm gonna have to tell you that there's not an issue, but he goes, it's good you're coming in, because we wanna make sure it's documented multiple times under warranty. Right. And I said, hey, what about Stellantis? Like, are they good at covering things out of warranty when they were documented? And he goes, yeah. He goes, especially as long as you're not a jerk. Right, he goes, if you're not a jerk, you can get the dealership to help you. And he goes, you're being wonderful right now. But he goes, dude, you're not gonna have a problem. He goes, I don't think it'll be an issue. He goes, unless it's like 700,000 miles in, then like maybe, you know, whatever. But and then we pulled into here, and we got our
showers and a little workout for you. And right when we pulled in, there was another gentleman. He was actually he does the shipments of RVs. He does the transport.
Yep.
And he goes, I've never seen one of these out here. I think he might have known who Escape is.
I think he did. Yeah.
Or what Escape is. And I'm like, yeah, follow along, give him a little card and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, check us out. And he goes, this is awesome. He goes, as a transporter, he goes, yeah, he knows that they're built like crap. He's like, yeah, man, all the seams and all this, I just think that's really awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see that, like, I don't know, I'm just like, we're just having a good time.
Yeah.
This is more than what I wanted out of this visit.
Yeah.
Let's continue down the road. Oh, God, that freaking weather today is just amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice out today.
And if it's still cold where you are, sorry to rub it in, but
it's also going to be cold here again next week, so we have it while it lasts.
I don't want to say we've earned it, but we kind of have.
Maybe a little.
So we've actually, we decided to go a little different way. We're only going to be here for, I don't know, 2 days. Yeah. We are going to take our trailer with us to the dealership, and then we'll park, I guess it's normal for people to park trailers when they're getting service done.
At the grocery store?
Yeah, at the edge of the grocery store parking lot. So let's hope that's actually true. That's what we were told. And I loved that guy's candor.
Yeah,
that was really, really awesome. Yeah, our tanks are nice and emptied here. They were getting a little grody, but I am actually quite excited using the liquefied for the first time. I am excited to see, does it work? Because if you've heard Matt say that gray tank is grosser than black tank, that's 1,000% true.
Yeah.
It is so true. And we learned that, though, going through the composting system. And using compost doesn't really stink. Urine stinks.
Yeah.
It definitely stinks. Solids do not stink, especially if you use coconut core. It's really, or not coconut core, coffee grounds.
Coffee grounds or coconut core.
Yeah, yeah. That really masks a lot of that smell. And then you also have to, it's the moisture. But the gray water is just it's so gross. It doesn't make sense, right? Like, it's just soaps. Why would that matter? You know, soaps are like a little bit of food stuff. I understand the food stuff, but the soap, really? Anyways, so this is supposed to work. I do like the smell. I will say that.
And it does smell good.
It already smells better in there.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll give it a little bit of a longer review on that. I'm not one, you guys know this, I'm not one to, if we don't need it, we won't buy it.
Right.
I think that's fair. You know, even if it's supposed to help. No, like it has to be worth the financial investment. And $20 isn't that big of a deal to some folks, but it adds up if you're doing it every, you know, you're supposed to put a little bit in every
time you dump.
Every dump. Yep. Yeah. So it can add up. It's not that much though. But if it doesn't work, I'll let you guys know. But we have now, especially because we're still gonna stay winterized for the time being, because it's about to go back down in the 20s. Do we want to risk it? Do we want to have to re-winterize? Like,
no, we're just gonna leave it.
Yeah, nothing's broken so far. So are we gonna? But we are also going to be, we're gonna head west here
soon.
Less than a week probably.
Yeah.
Depending on the repair. See, and I understand. He's like, look, we're gonna tell you it's normal.
But
I get that.
But we want to document it.
Yeah, we do want to document it, and our washer reservoir is not working. Windshield washer fluid's not spitting on us, so at least there's one repair.
Yeah.
Did we tell them that? I don't think we told them that.
I don't think we told them that.
Yeah, well, anyways, so there's that. I don't know.
He's like, the end of it probably just needs to be blown out with air.
Yeah, it's just, we don't want to be in the middle of North Dakota or Montana or in the middle of terrible weather and all of a sudden our transmission is bad, right? Like, that would be
not good.
Yeah, let's say. But anyways, yeah, we have this whole freaking parking lot to ourselves. Like, just look at this. Isn't that nice? There's like nothing here. And with where we're parking right now, we're a little farther away from the freeway, just a little tiny bit.
Tiny bit.
And we're facing south, directly south, so we're getting even better solar than we would be. And I just want to give a shout out to the RV Manufactured Housing Hall of Fame here in Elkhart. One, it's an awesome place to visit. Our favorite. Yeah. The only museum we've ever had a lifetime membership to. Yep. I think it's actually the only organization, period. Yeah. Yep. It's not expensive. It's really not expensive for what you get.
And for the amount of times that we come here,
more than paid for itself.
Yeah.
And they let us free dump station and free water if we need it.
Yeah.
And electric, it's a harvest hose too. So if you want electric and such, I believe it's like a small fee. Like
yeah.
Really, if we wanted it, we could have it, but
yeah.
we're good. And the fact that they're just like, yeah, cool, as long as you're, I love that. So support them if you want to, because I think it's worth it.
Yeah, we like it.
And before I forget, I gotta be honest, a little tiny bit bummed that Gulfstream did not have a factory tour, and that Newmar also isn't hosting any factory tours right now.
Yeah.
Although they do have them. I gotta say, Newmar, they are beautiful coaches.
They are.
I mean, I think, honestly, I don't actually mind the ones that are, 10, 15 years old. Some of the older ones we were looking at, we're like, those are very bus-like.
They're too rich for our blood, though.
They are too rich for our blood. But I do think they have real good roofs on them. Like, I think a lot of them are running aluminum roof, excuse me. Some of them were actually TPO, though, I saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look at those, though, and it's funny because we've had just about every type of rig except for a fifth wheel. And I don't think that, honestly, a fifth wheel is not going to be that much different from what we already know.
Yeah, pretty similar to a trailer.
Yeah, just how you connect it. I think about it and I'm like, man, I don't think we would appreciate a Newmar.
No.
The way that, like, would make sense.
No.
Especially when you look at those prices, right?
And I also just don't think, like, and we take care of our rig, but I don't think that we would take care of a Newmar the way a Newmar needs to be taken care of.
No, and anything with all those systems. Like, we like watching, there's another channel. They actually got a Newmar used, and they're having issues with the steering system. You know, just having it go back to center, right? You go to turn it, it's supposed to recenter. They're having some trouble with it, and it's all this electronic crap, and I think about that, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, in terms of a Class A, that's up there, right? In terms of, and theirs is now a diesel pusher. They had a gas unit. They're good folks. This is not, but I think about that, I'm like, I'm glad we don't have to deal with that crap, you know?
Yeah, and for us, like, it's our whole home, so, like, with our trailer, we can just disconnect our truck in our home, and, like, it's not everything is on service for one.
As we'll be doing very soon, yeah.
Right.
And so this is really it. I think that this is just proof of concept, right? Is that when we had an F53 chassis issue or an Econoline chassis, which we never had an Econoline issue, but, like, you have to take our whole home in it. And I think that's it. You know, a lot of folks, they're like, I love my Class A, and there's nothing wrong with any of these, right? And we'll say it's not for us, but it might be for you. But this is it. Like, yeah, we're going to take our truck in just for, it's not service, but it's diagnostic. But we don't have to be without our home. And that's a big deal to us.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That is.
But some people don't mind it. You know, there are folks, and it's also a budget thing too. And we think about this. If we had $1 million right now, I'd still live this way, would you?
Yes.
100%. I wouldn't change a damn thing. If we had a big old Class A and it needed service and we had the money, you know, all these big fat butts, honestly, we'd probably go like rent a car and then go to a hotel. You know, use that as our vacation from our vacation. Yeah. You know, and I know it's really funny because a lot of folks are like, you live the free, cheap, and easy life, whatever, you know, and that's definitely not. I know we try to make it look like a good life, and I don't think we're lying about anything. No. But we are still working. We do still work, and even just these videos are a lot of work. That's quite a. I mean, you've seen it. It's also hard to appreciate behind the scenes, right? I try to make it look. We are still working. We still have bills, right? I mean, we don't own these flat out. You know, that's a factor. So that also changes things. But I think that the human being is meant to work. I think we're meant to work. What that looks like for each individual, though, is different, right? Some people want to work on their art, and they're meant to work on their art and do that. Some people are like, I just want to. I do best at I do the same thing every single day. There are people that are great at that.
Very systems oriented. Yeah.
Systems oriented. There's nothing at all wrong with that. And so a lot of, I was watching another channel just this morning. And he goes, all these young people that want to do this are idiots. They're setting themselves up for failure. It's like, just because you do this doesn't mean you can't work. Right. You can even work on site and still live in an RV or a mobile home or tiny home or a bus or whatever. You know, we've done it. Yeah. As a principal, as a teacher, as an IT systems admin.
Yeah. Well, and I think even just like the difference of like when I was going to work every day, I liked going to work. Like, I like having to go to work, work all day, and then come home. Like, I liked that.
Separation of space.
Yeah. Joel does not care about that. No, Joel liked working from home just fine.
No, and the pain in my body also, like, that makes a big difference, too.
Yeah. But like for me, like I liked having the separation of space. Like I like being at home and that being home, and I like being at work and that was work.
Well, actually, we should talk about that, how that adjustment's going. Maybe in another video. But it is a whole thing. So hopefully nobody thinks that we're saying quit your job and hit the road. And it's like, no, but you want to have the option to hit the road. So if you can go remote, go remote. But not having a remote position should also not preclude you from doing what you want to do and living tiny. So I think a lot of people are very binary. It's one or the other, and it doesn't have to be that way, in my opinion.
Yep.
But to each their own. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next video, and enjoy some of the sun.
Bye, guys.
Bye.